CBA's Dollarmites program has been banned. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee, because, well, the only pathetic attempt at financial literacy education that we have in Australian schools that, well, frankly, I'm aware of, CBA's good old Dollarmites club or program, is now banned from Victorian schools starting next year. Now, I got a Dollarmite account, and I know the reason the banks do it is to get you into their system, so you keep banking with them. I grew up in Victoria, I had all of this, and I left the CBA to go to the Bank of Melbourne because I got a higher interest rate. And I remember with my father, we went across to the Bank of Melbourne, we went back to the CBA, and I asked them, can you match the rate they're giving me there? And they said, no, we can't. And then I took all my money out. So there you go. It doesn't mean you're a customer for life, but generally it is. So let's have a look at this. Have you experienced the Dollarmite? Have you had one of these as a kid? And has it influenced who you bank with? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing? And what financial literacy education are they going to replace it with? So, school banking programs to be banned. Banks and financial institutions will be banned from delivering school banking programs in Victorian government schools from 2021, replaced with quality school-led programs that improve students' financial skills. I really hope they do. The findings of the Royal Commission into the banking and financial services industry highlighted the importance of financial literacy and education in schools, and the economic fallout of the pandemic has further underscored this need. But the problem is, particularly in government schools, you're going to have people who probably don't have that much experience with financial literacy. They've been working in a protected environment. Some of them may have gone straight from school to university back to school. You need to get some business people there. You need to play some Dave Ramsey lectures to them all. However, there is very little evidence to suggest school banking programs teach students lasting habits to improve financial literacy. Students, teachers, and families have also frequently raised concerns about the quality of education and financial literacy outcomes delivered by school banking programs. Concerns have also been repeatedly raised about banks using inappropriate tactics, such as luring children with prizes and incentives to develop trust and loyalty in banks at an inappropriate age. There have also been reports around the inappropriate promotion of credit cards to primary school-aged kids. Additionally, interest rates offered through school banking programs are unfairly low, resulting in students missing out on compounding interest, one of the key benefits that comes with saving money and banking. Well, I mean, come on. What's a fair interest rate these days? They're just a joke right now everywhere. To improve students' financial literacy, the Andrews Labor government will introduce new teaching resources as well as practical information and tips for students on taxation and how to identify and avoid scams. Tips for students on taxation. It's going to be propaganda. It's going to be left-leaning propaganda right there, telling students that about this, there's a social contract and you have to pay taxes. You're contributing to the greater good. Oh, I can see it now. I know I'm jumping to conclusions, but come on. Maybe I should write a course there where the taxman, you play a game and you have to run from this evil monster, the taxman, who keeps taking away everything you work for, and just gives you less and less in return. We could make a board game. You've got to run from this monster and it takes away what you give and then give it to another board game. That'll teach the kids. Wouldn't go down well, though, in the schools. What do you think? These resources will be developed in consultation with financial experts focused on what skills our students need. From the start of 2021, these resources will replace low-quality activities run by external organisations trying to find new customers. Financial literacy skills are taught through the Victorian curriculum from foundation to year 10 in subjects such as mathematics and economics and business. Students learn about financial decision-making as well as the rights and responsibilities of consumers. The ban on banks and financial institutions delivering school banking will be introduced from Term 1, 2021. And here we go. Let's see the quotes we can attribute to the Minister. Victorian students deserve high-quality financial literacy. Well, our politicians probably deserve high-quality financial literacy, but I can't see it happening. Are we going to get any any Austrian schools of thought permeating through here? We'll see. And that's why we're banning financial institutions from delivering school banking programs. The Victorian curriculum sets out expectations for financial literacy, and that must be our focus. It is time to draw a line under this issue. So there we have it, everyone. The end of Dollarmites. What do you think? I mean, I hope that we're going to see some financial literacy programs developed that teaches children and people how to be financially literate. I frankly think it's going to be even harder and harder to achieve because, well, we're all on cards now, guys. How many of you, carry cash? How many people look funny at you when you carry cash? Everyone's on cards. That's the thing. When you see kids play, they will go beep with the swiper. Even in Bluey, the kids will do that. Even my children will do that. I encourage them to save in hard assets, in precious metals. I'll buy them silver coins, and there you go. We'll give them cash, and then I'll take them to the coin shop, and they'll get to pick out which one they want. They get to buy it, and they get to save it. Because you want something physical in your hand. I know there's an advantage to compounding interest right now, but I think something physical is more important for someone. It's an ephemeral and a tactile sense when you hold on to something. As an architect, that makes a difference in your selection of materials, finishes, and fittings, and just how you paint and design a building. Even more so for the interior designers. But I think it actually is something that needs to be considered with regards to savings. So we'll have to see, everyone. And how is the media responding to this? How's the media going? And here we have from Yahoo Finance. So it's been there for 90 years, guys. 90 years. The Commonwealth Bank's Dollarmite program will be banned from Victorian schools from 2021 in a move that has been applauded by consumer advocates. Victorian Education Minister James Merlino announced the ban on Sunday, claiming that several banks and financial institutions had used inappropriate tactics to lure children into building loyalty with banks. Under the ban, banks and financial institutions will no longer be able to deliver school banking programs in the state schools, with school-led programs set to replace them. The Commonwealth Bank's Dollarmite program is one of the most prominent bank-led schemes. Merlino said there was little evidence that the bank-led program improved financial literacy, and that interest rates offered through the school program were unfairly low. Is there anything else here? Here we go. It was first established in 1931. Consumer advocacy group Choice welcomed the decision and called on other states and territory governments to ban the programs. Programs like Commonwealth Bank's Dollarmites are little more than slick marketing programs aimed at primary school-aged children, Choice CEO Alan Kirkland said. Choice research in 2017 found that 46% of people got their first account with Commonwealth Bank, and a third kept this account into adulthood. That shows the real value of Dollarmites. It's an extremely effective marketing scheme. Well, let's have a look at the CBA share price and see if that's been affected by this. We'll have a look here. Okay, so let's jump out. Oh, we'll go to 5 days. So we're down on 5 days. I mean, this release, and I'm just checking here, was from, well, yesterday. So just the activity today spiked up. Well, I wonder if it'll make any difference. I mean, do you think it will? Right now they're sitting at $79.20. Their dividend yield is 3.76%. Their P to E ratio is 19.37 for the banks. Commonwealth Bank is higher than a lot of the others. You've got a 52-week high of $91, a 52-week low of $53. And if we jump to trading view, let's have a look at what the Spruikers and TA crowd are saying. CBA. What's happening here? I want trading ideas. CBA. Am I looking this? We'll go markets. Market stocks. Have they stopped doing Australian shares? Come on. Bank. Oh, okay. Where is it? Nope. Okay, looks like confirm. Okay, they're talking about COVID. I want Commonwealth Bank. oh well, we'll just jump back to here. So it looks like, I'll have to look into that, see what's happening with that platform. Maybe they're not pushing out the Australian stuff. But there you have it, guys. From the beginning of the year, they took a big fall down. They peaked over $90. It looks like they're steadily climbing up. A little bit, up from the previous close. Slightly, a few cents. We'll have to see if this actually makes a material impact on Commonwealth Bank. What do you think about these programs, everyone? Do you have fond memories of them? Was this the first way you ever received a bank account? And were you loyal to that bank? Or were you like me, angry that Commonwealth Bank wasn't giving you the interest like the other banks? That's why I went to Bank of Melbourne. I should look them up now. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and want to support the content I create here, there's a few ways you can. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links from Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can buy our merch from HeiseSays or Teespring, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone. I'll see you next time.